Have you guys noticed how nonfiction is now either a Pulitzer level, staggering masterpiece, or it's basically a printout of a Wikipedia page with a $20 hardcover? Like, where did all those For Dummies books go? Do you remember them? Or those Oxford University Press, very short introduction-y type books? Where did they all go? And before you guys start, I am not saying that the internet killed books. What I am saying is that a very specific type of nonfiction has been squeezed out of the market by the internet. And it's that very solid, informative middle layer, the complete idiot's guide to the teach yourself something or something books. These books used to be the default place we went to for good enough factual information. But now that's all Wikipedia or ChatGPT. Let's just jump into a time machine and head back to 1995. Some of you may be too young to remember.
Isn't just better than a VCR. It's amazingly better.
Here's a scene from a movie on VHS cassette. Now here's the same scene on DVD.
Everybody my age pees their pants. It's the coolest.
Lucky you, but if you wanted to learn about the Roman Empire or how to build a desk in 1995, or you just wanted a, I don't know this, so give me this type of explanation, we only had two places we could go, the library or take a class. Books had a monopoly on that kind of serviceable explanation. Can you imagine, what do books have a monopoly on now? What do they monopolize? All that serviceable information, it's free, it's instantaneous, and sometimes it's even entertaining. We have Wikipedia, that's not entertaining. We have podcasts, YouTube, LLMs. There are thousands of niched corners all over the internet where we can intentionally fetch that information or have it served up to us delightfully, unexpectedly.
Dan, you've got a new baby.
Yeah.
You've probably had a bit less sleep than us in the last 24 hours,
Okay.
I guess. You've got to, create time for that full Sleeplessness, we think, makes you more selfish.
In fact, good enough information is so prevalent and so accessible that we even have things called misinformation and disinformation that either bad actors harvest or idiots spread because, they're idiots.
All of a sudden I'd be trying to prove that I'm not crazy when I knew I wasn't crazy.
Right. It's the same function with just a different container. And this is why your local nonfiction section feels like it's having an identity crisis. It's either filled with the epic works of staggering erudition and diligence, or something personality-driven and highly editorialized, or it's a dictionary. All this is now online. I remember when I was a kid, I had one of those big, beautiful, red, 26-volume Encyclopedia
Britannica is the finest home learning program in the world. A family reference library that will give your child an important advantage all through the school.
You guys remember those? Well, it turns out they actually stopped printing bound editions of them in 2012. These sort of tier 1 reference books, we can still find them in bookshops. Tier 2 is the mid-list explanatory nonfiction, the solid, reliable, informative book that I mentioned at the top. There's a clear synthesis, it's competent, it's useful, there are no frills. This is the tier that Jimmy Wales killed more so than the reference books in tier 1, because these books used to be the simplest way we could get complete information. And now we can get all of this information with just, a couple of taps or a few clicks. And to be honest, the way we get this information now is it's better, it's faster, it's cheaper. Tier 3 is the Hyde to the Jekyll of reference books in the nonfiction corner of your local bookshop. This is the narrative or voice-driven stuff. This is what clearly survives because these books aren't just about the delivery of facts. They have a mind and they have a structure, judgment, payoff, even a personality. And they're doing something that currently the internet cannot do. It's creating a sustained and authored meaning. This is your Sapiens, your Freakonomics, your Outliers, your Atomic Habits. I guess this all just leaves us with the question, if facts are so cheap, what does a nonfiction book have to do now to justify itself? Because nonfiction books, they have to now earn our time, right? They can't just buy it with facts because the internet is now our dubious de facto dealer of facts. Nonfiction has to provide us what we crave most as humans, and which incidentally, fiction serves us so well, and that is a human presence. Nonfiction needs narrative momentum, a sense of why this order, why this emphasis, why this argument, why this author. I mean, because otherwise we'll just have a textbook, right? There's a monopoly that books still have. And man, do students really have to pay out their asses for that racket. I guess the long story short is fiction sells, obviously, and big nonfiction still exists. I'm not professing a post-literacy doom scenario. Well, at least not in this video. Also, the reading of nonfiction didn't vanish either. It's just that what's available for us to read is now concentrated. The no-frills explainer type book didn't actually disappear because no one cares anymore. That type of book disappeared because Jimmy Wales killed it. I mean, the function of the tier 2 solidly informative book with no frills attached got unbundled and redistributed online. If we're in a post-anything world in terms of books, we're in a post-monopoly world. Except for textbooks, of course.